Hi, welcome to Juice Bar. Today we're gonna mix a cocktail inspired by my dinner with André. So my dinner with André is a 1981 movie that's cemented in the zeitgeist because it's just so weird, and just the existence of it is, I think, what makes it so famous, let's say. Even though I think really few people probably ever saw it, a lot of people know about it. In fact, it was the inspiration for My Breakfast with Blessy by Andy Kaufman. It was the inspiration for a full Community episode. And even just 2 or 3 days ago, Stephen Colbert on the late night, he had a joke about my dinner with André. So, I guess, definitely an element of the pop culture. More on the movie in a bit while I stir this cocktail, but let's get started with mixing this cocktail. And this cocktail is gonna feature amaretto because at the end of the meal, the dinner with André, Wallace Shawn, he orders an amaretto. And so I think, perfect chance to have an amaretto. Also, the dinner takes place in a French restaurant. It's a replica of the Café d'Artiste, which now is closed, but it was a fancy French restaurant. So I thought cognac, of course. Cognac goes great with rye. I mean, like we know from the Vieux Carré and many other cocktails. Also, the movie takes place in Manhattan, so Vieux Carré, Manhattan, Godfather, let's blend all of this together and let's mix ourselves a nice cocktail. Let's start with 1 dash of orange bitters. Oh, didn't come out quite right. Much. So let's put a bit more. Then let's go on with 50 milliliters with vermouth. I forgot the bottle in the fridge because you should always store your vermouth in the fridge. Then also 50 milliliters of amaretto. I'm using Disaronno, the classic, most popular amaretto in the world, I would say. Then 22.5 milliliters, 3/4 of an ounce of cognac. I'm using Remy Martin. No, I'm using Hennessy, not Remy Martin. I'm using Hennessy because more orangey than the Remy Martin. I think it's gonna match well this cocktail. And then 22.5 milliliters of rye whiskey. I'm using the Bulleit 45% ABV. Cannot get my hands on a Rittenhouse anymore these days. I don't know. It's tariff, import problems. I don't know what's going on. Let me get some ice. And I'm gonna wet the ice. Was gonna be easier if I did this before, but I forgot. So concentrated on the dinner with André movie that I forgot about wetting the ice, which I think is gonna be helpful in this cocktail. So now I'm gonna add the wet ice to our mix, and then I'm gonna give it a stir. So my dinner with André, probably still famous because it's such a weird movie. It's a movie where only 2 people talk about stuff. Nowadays, I think it would be an excellent podcast episode, probably a Webby-winning podcast episode. But as a movie, it stays a bit too simple. It doesn't actually use much of the technique available to a movie maker. It's just like a shot of one person, the reaction of the other person, these 2 guys. The thing they say are pretty interesting for the most part. And you can find agreement, disagreement with one, the other and stuff. And so while the movie is definitely interesting, it's not great, I would say. Let's strain our cocktail in a chilled small cocktail glass. We don't need anything big. And let's finish by decorating with maraschino cherry. I'm gonna use one of these really juicy maraschino cherry from Luxardo. And there you go, my dinner with André cocktail. Cheers. Ooh, it's perfect. It's really delicious. You can see this as variation on a Vieux Carré. You can see it as a manatification of a Godfather. I don't know. Think about it what you want. It's just really good because in the end it's a Vieux Carré with amaretto instead of Benedictine. It's nice. It's really nice. By the way, most people in my dinner with André will recognize Wallace Shawn, the actor that's been in 1000 movies, including most famously The Princess Bride.
It's inconceivable that anybody could be having a meaningful life today.
With a really peculiar haircut, which maybe I could rock too. Yeah, what do you think? Should I grow up the sides on my hair? But I digress. This cocktail is really good, and I'm gonna have one more sip. And then I hope you enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, share with anybody you like and don't like. Still yourself, as usual. A Manhattan variation. If you want a Manhattan variation, this is the channel you want to subscribe to. And hopefully, I will see you next time. Cheers. What the fuck is going on here?